Alright, so tell me about Frank the Clown.
Okay. Frank the Clown is a WWE super fan
Right.
that turned his semi-fame from being a recognized fan into a small indie career and marrying Mick Foley's daughter.
What?
Yup. His wife is Noel
Noel?
Foley, if I can talk correctly.
Oh, it's not Noel, it's Noel?
I believe it's Noel.
Huh.
I could be wrong. Could be Noel.
How do you go
I'm
from
sure
being
I've
a
heard it.
clown to getting with Noel Foley?
Yeah, right? Like,
God damn, I googled Noel Foley and she is 6 foot tall even.
yeah, she's an Amazon of a woman.
Absolutely.
She was training, I believe, at one point, but I think it was, what was it? I think it's a concussion that also like brought something else that they found out health wise that basically she had to stop
Oh
over.
no.
I think it's some kind of balance issue. I could be wrong.
That fucking sucks.
I'm fairly sure it was the concussion is right though. I'm going to double check it just because I don't want to put bad info out there.
Right, right. That fucking sucks though.
Okay, here's something.
Oh my god, I don't know if it picked up on Discord, but in OBS you could hear the loud ass yee yee pickup truck going down the street.
Oh, I'm wrong. They're still only dating. I thought they had gotten engaged.
Oh, okay. But did you find
Uh,
anything about the concussion?
yeah, I'm looking at that right now. Yeah, a concussion. Had symptoms for 5 months.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Why has Alexa Bliss been trending all day?
and hyperacusis. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's a hearing
Hyperacusis.
disorder.
Oh,
Uh,
so it is. A
yeah,
disorder in loudness perception.
yeah. So I could see where bumping in the ring could cause all kinds of issues on that.
Yep.
Alexa, I don't know. I know at one point somebody had tagged something about Alexa and it being a picture of her ass, except when you zoomed in, it's actually Ty Conti. That might have
Huh.
something to do with it.
Yeah, probably. Because just scrolling through the topic right now, it's just a bunch of people simping.
Um,
Which is fine.
the,
Alexa Bliss is hot.
the other great trend right now is Velma.
Oh yes. I love that the Twitter guy had to write Velma Dinkley from the Scooby Doo franchise is proving to be a popular costume choice this Halloween. Why? I wonder why.
Right?
By the way, as we're recording this, it is currently Halloween. So happy Halloween, even though this won't come out until well after Halloween.
Right. Dating the episode.
Oh yeah. What is it an after dark if we don't date the episode by at least a couple of weeks?
That's fair. Yeah, see, I love how like it's popular costume. You go into the photos tweet, nothing but thirst traps and lewds.
Yep. And then a lot of hentai.
Yes.
And then
I'm not.
Steve Austin's also been trending all day, and I'm not quite sure why. I know there's a fake quote of him going around.
I'm not complaining, but like, yeah, that's like all it is right now.
Right. Yeah, Sean Ross Sapp was able to confirm that the Steve Austin quote going around is a fake.
Yeah, I could have told you that off the bat. I follow the guy who made it.
Oh.
There's a couple of those that have the brackets with one to make it look like it's from the newsletter. I follow one of the guys that's made a couple of those, and yeah, watching him pick up traction, it's like I could say something, but nobody will listen to me.
I wish I had the balls to do stuff like that.
The thing is like, been following him for a little bit now. Like, he's literally does it to shit post. He's not doing it to cause any
Oh
kind of harm.
yeah, yeah. That just scrolling through his profile. Yeah, shit
Yeah,
posting just seems to be their thing.
it's a Toru Yano fan account is the one I follow that makes him.
Ah,
There's a couple of them, but yeah.
so we got to talk about Bray Wyatt tweeting out 2 more days, and then on the second day, I haven't seen shit.
Who and what now? You cut out a little bit.
Bray Wyatt tweeted out 2 more days on October 27th. It is currently Halloween. I haven't seen him post anything.
That's because his non compete was up on the 29th.
Yeah, but
So
you would
he's
have.
officially a free agent, and I'd be watching for Jericho or Renee's podcast to get the first interview, and it is going to be a doozy.
Oh yeah, especially if anything that Ringside News tweeted is anything to go
Well,
by.
one, Ringside News is not credible at all. And that very much came across to me as a Fed article, much like the "he's difficult to work with" one was an obvious smear before.
Got it.
I am the part I'm wanting to hear is about the fucking Hell in a Cell.
That's what
Cause
I desperately want to know. What went on with that? You know.
because he's already been on record before saying he hated the projected images during his match with Orton onto the mat.
Oh,
So
projecting the maggots and shit.
I can't imagine how much he hated the overproduced lighting bullshit for that Hell in a Cell.
I can
Because
imagine he hated the lighting for his entire run as the Fiend.
like, for Seth, who is the quintessential company man, to have actually come out and said he wanted to beat Vince McMahon's ass after that, when they both told him it is not going to go over. Like, if Seth is willing to go on record saying that, what's Bray Wyatt, I've got no bridges left to burn, gonna do?
Oh man, I can't wait.
Okay, we got the House of Black in AEW, right?
Mm-hmm. So
Brody
far, that's
King,
just Malachi.
yeah, but Brody King is PWG tag champs with Malachi, right?
Oh right.
Bray Wyatt's free, right?
I see where you're going with this.
Tell me that is not a massively awesome dark stable.
Well, now here's the question: does AEW need another dark stable?
Like an actual dark stable, not like, as much as I love the Dark Order
Okay,
goofy
yeah,
comedy.
yeah. Ever since Dark Order turned face, they're not really dark.
Like, I love Dark Order, I do, but they're gonna be perennial faces. They can't be turned after Brody.
I think they can. It's gonna be a while.
I don't know if they can. I think you can turn people by having them betray Dark Order, but I don't think Dark Order itself can.
Hmm.
Not until Brody Jr., if he decides to get into the industry, comes in. I can see them, like, he's going to be cheered when he comes out, but if they have him clean house on Dark Order or whoever the current incarnation is, then, like, I can see them getting people to be able to boo him there.
Right. As a point, I was scrolling through Malachi's Twitter. He retweeted a photo of Brody King with the caption, "The first of the Foundation."
Yeah, people were going with that with, like, wait a minute, is he talking about Brody or Gresham? Because
Uh,
Gresham calls himself the Foundation.
Talking about Brody King.
Could be talking about both, really, with Malachi and how he teases shit.
Who knows?
I mean, yeah,
possible.
obviously it's like Brody's the obvious one. But with how he likes to hide shit, like it wouldn't surprise me. And I would love Gresham in AEW. Like, dude is a technical wizard.
Yeah, someone in the replies said Foundation, you say, and tweeted out an Ring of Honor gif of the Foundation.
Give me Gresham versus Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson rather. I'm still getting back into calling him that.
Trust me, I'm right there with you.
But like, oh, those two would just be all day.
You know, I'm not super familiar with Brody Gresham. Is that his name, Brody Gresham?
No, it's Brody King,
Brody
uh,
King.
Jonathan Gresham.
Okay. Not familiar. I didn't watch a whole lot of Ring of Honor. So.
Jordan Grace's husband.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, he looks familiar.
You might recognize his Bone Thulu entrance mask.
Bone Thulu?
Yeah, it's a Cthulhu skull.
Oh!
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that before. Definitely.
Yeah, you see why I want him in here?
Yes. Oh, imagine people incorporating more cosmic horror themes into their wrestling.
Right?
Like that would be dope. I mean, like I don't know if you would count any of the deletions as like cosmic horror.
I mean, in a very loose definition, I guess you could with how Matt played it, but I'd call it more comedy than horror.
Oh, for sure.
Even though some of the earlier stuff was kind of on the more like psychotic side,
I mean,
then
like what was the giraffe's name? Fucking George Washington. Was that it?
and I believe the kangaroo was well, who was the kangaroo? Was a boxer. No, I
Let
can't
me,
remember which one.
all right, well, Control F Kang on his Wikipedia page doesn't pull up anything. Broken Matt Hardy Kangaroo. Oh shit, I'm gonna have to mute the desktop audio capture right quick. Or do I? I don't know. Will Impact
Joe Frazier.
Joe Frazier. Okay. I was gonna say, will Impact Wrestling copyright strike our podcast for a little bit of audio?
Depends on who's in control of it right now. Let's not risk it. We
Yeah,
already
all
found
right.
it.
Because I clicked on the video, Broken Matt Hardy, Brother Nero prepares for battle.
Yeah.
Because that was the first thing that popped up when I typed in Broken Matt Hardy Kangaroo. Oh, Speedball Mike Bailey signed with Impact.
Yup. His 5-year or 6-year ban from the country is up.
Why was he banned from the country?
I believe worked without a visa.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
We also have going on tonight, I believe Atsushi Oneida of Frontier Martial Arts Wrestling fame, for those that watch Dark Side of the Ring, doing another exploding barbed wire death match that will involve shooting a Jado rocket at the ring at the end.
What?
You heard me.
Shooting a rocket?
Yes.
What the fuck?
I believe that is going on tonight. It's
Wow.
yeah, it's a thing because FMW is back again, baby.
Also, I'm scrolling through Impact Wrestling and under their current champions. Apparently, there are a lot of title changes at Bound for Glory this year, it looks like. Everything except the World Tag Team titles were changed. God damn.
Yeah, it's tonight.
What's that pay-per-view called?
It's FMWE Destiny. Oh, that's why it's so big. It's Oneida versus Matt Tremont.
Oh, well,
He's an American Deathmatch legend.
yep.
That explains the balls to the wall insanity. Okay, never mind. Continue on. Let me watch the highlights after.
Okay, that match is, according to this website, it's en.superluchas.com. That match, Onita versus Tremont, is called the Double Hell Current Blast Death Match.
Yep, because Oneida has a thing for naming things.
All right. Chalk that one up on the what the fuck board.
That's deathmatch wrestling for you, baby, and I love it. I love me a good deathmatch. I know it's not for everybody, and it is a very, very brutal thing to watch, but like on the same token, when are you gonna see darts used as an actual weapon?
Right, right.
Like I watched that happen on a GCW pay-per-view. Dude got out fucking darts and just threw him in the dude's back.
Wasn't Matt
And
Cardona in that match?
no, that was later on.
Right.
That was shit. I gotta get on my Fightful account real quick and I'll be able to tell you. It was from Homecoming, and that was. It's not giving me the whole card. Damn it. I believe that was either night one, Drew Parker versus Alex Colon for the GCW Ultra Violent Championship. But yeah, no, that had some nice light tube spots.
I don't think I've watched any full GCW show.
I mean, Homecoming was a pretty good pair of shows.
Yeah, that's what I heard. And what I've seen just on Twitter.
Honestly, with GCW, like, because I follow it on Twitter, Homecoming's the only one I've ordered so far, but I try to keep up with it as much as I can.
Right.
And they do a pretty good job explaining things. And you can pretty much jump in with any show and you're going to have stuff that's like, you know, the AEW approach of buffet, there's something for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
GCW does that with like the indie style.
Right.
You're going to have your high spot clusterfuck. You're going to have probably a good technical match in there. You're going to have death match. You're going to have hardcore. You're going to have a good tag match in there somewhere.
Or sometimes
But
you get classics like Invisible Man versus Invisible Stan.
we don't talk about that. That was too goddamn violent.
That was a very violent match.
Poor Bryce Remsburg having to officiate that abomination.
You know, I just learned recently that Moist Critical actually did a video reacting to that match.
Look, all serious, no joking with that. That match proves how important a good ref is.
A good ref and a good crowd.
Exactly. Because if either one of those was bad, that never would have worked. But because it's a whole joke that the whole crowd is in on, and Remsburg is so good at selling it all, like, it becomes an amazing thing. And I love stupid bullshit like that. Like, when you get right down to it, wrestling's ridiculous.
Yeah,
So push it to the most ridiculous point possible.
absolutely. Like, there's there's something that a lot of people like. Oh, pro wrestling. Oh, it's that fake fighting, right? I'm like, yeah, one of the most popular stars ever is an undead mortician.
Exactly. Like, we know it's not real. Ugh, wrestling's fake, you know that, right?
It's like,
You
duh.
you think I don't know that?
Do you know Game of Thrones is fake? Like, come
Did you
on.
know, like, your favorite show's fake? Did you know that movie you just watched is fake? Yeah, shut up. It is a television show. It just happens to be live in an athletic exhibition.
Exactly. That's all it is.
Like,
It's
I know
cosplay
people.
murder gymnastics.
Like, I'm gonna put this out here, and I'm not the first one to make the argument, and people are gonna laugh at me, and I do not give a fuck. Wrestling, when it's done right, is the modern Shakespeare in the round.
Absolutely. You know what? I can't even argue against that.
Because, like, you are selling a theatrical performance to a crowd that is all around you. You cannot fuck up, and you have to get everything right first go. There is no do over. Wrestling is theater. It's just jocks that happen to be theater nerds.
Right, right.
Though if you go with the more modern guys, it's the unabashed theater nerds that just happen to work out. Yes, I'm looking at you, Kenny Omega. I love you, but let's call a spade a spade.
Right. God, I fucking. If it's not clear, because this is like the second or third After Dark where all we talked about is wrestling, we love professional wrestling. Why do you
Yeah.
think we play D&D? But,
Like,
I mean, there's not much difference between Dungeons and Dragons and professional wrestling.
there are professional wrestling tabletop games, and I'd love to get a couple of
I
them.
own the Worldwide Wrestling RPG.
We need to do a session of
I
that at some point.
absolutely, I want to run a game of that so bad. Also,
Like,
let's just look at the amount of pro wrestlers that play D&D.
right?
Like, it's nuts.
Like AEW, it literally has a group of their guys that do a show called Critical Botch.
Yeah, there's Critical Botch. Xavier Woods has Rollout on Up Up Down Down.
Yeah, just Xavier, right there. That's the only example you need.
Yeah, for real. And the amount of times that Xavier, Alexa, Ember Moon, and all of them, all of the Up Up Down Down D&D people have been in like official D&D live streams is proof positive.
And like, there are all a bunch of fucking anime nerds too. Like,
Oh yeah. In
I
case
mean,
in case in
New
case you're
Day
not
came out
aware.
in Dragon Ball Z armor. Like,
Oh yeah. And also like um Brandon Williams, also known as Mace. One of his signature moves is called the Nico Nico knee.
right. Like,
And like his finisher is called the Cruel Angel's Thesis.
and how many of Ricochet's uh
Ricochet came out, I think, it was either one of the Saudi Arabia shows or WrestleMania where he was dressed as All Might from My Hero
yeah,
Academia.
like a lot of his, like, is that a leotard that you'd call that?
Yeah, yeah, I
Or
would.
bodysuit or whatever?
Bodysuit, probably, yeah.
Yeah, like multiple of those have been anime inspired. Ember Moon, I think, has had a couple of gear anime inspired. There's a bunch that do it, like, and that's before we even get into the American guys that go to Japan and then get to really lean into it. Like,
Yeah, there's a whole.
ACH when he was there had the One Piece logo on his damn trunks.
Yeah, there's a. I don't know if it's wrestling particularly, but I know Hikaru Shida is part of a live action role play anime thing.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's it's this weird blend of live theater, wrestling, swordplay.
Yeah, yeah.
It is one of the weirdest but most awesome things I've ever watched because it's like a real life anime sword fight in a wrestling ring.
I can't. I wish I remember what it was called, but I can't.
Yeah,
I just remember seeing a quick video clip of it from like a year or two ago that she posted on her Twitter.
We'll find out what it's called and we'll put it in the description. That way, we don't have to worry about finding it right now.
Right. But yeah, wrestling is for nerds. Everybody's a nerd about something.
I'll admit, when wrestling is bad, it is goddamn terrible.
Absolutely.
But when it's good, when wrestling is good, oh my god, there's nothing better. In the words of John Oliver, wrestling is better than the things you love.
God, I love that video clip. It's such a good clip.
It's just like it's the hero's journey retold in just modern, like you said, murder gymnastics.
Yeah, cosplay murder gymnastics.
How can you not love it? You can't take it seriously. You're not supposed to take it seriously. Like, you're supposed to suspend your disbelief and just enjoy it.
Yeah, you're supposed to. It's. I mean, we've mentioned it. It's. Wait, what? Hang on. I just got distracted. Is this real?
What?
This looks real. I was just scrolling through YouTube. Braun Strowman makes a shocking return to NXT.
I highly doubt that.
It looks incredibly real. Though, no, I can see the. Oh, I can see the Photoshop cut marks in the thumbnail, you sneaky sons of bitch.
Yeah, there's a couple of them on YouTube that are getting real damn good. You gotta really, really look.
Yeah, I recognize those Photoshop selection lines. Someone didn't feather the edges and then smooth them. I'm in Photoshop way too much. I know. You ever have those things where you know simultaneously too much and very little about?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Software is one of those things. Like, you can ask me how to do a bunch of different things in Photoshop, but if there's that one thing that I'm not sure, I'm just like, oh, I gotta let my cat out of my room. Quick, Jaice, keep them entertained.
Yeah, that. I don't know why I started juggling there, like they can't fucking see me.
I just put my headphones back on. Did I hear the word juggalo?
No. As soon as you said that, I went, yeah,
I heard that.
And then I said, why the fuck did I start trying to juggle? They can't fucking see me.
Oh, that's what I heard. I heard juggle, and I thought juggalo.
Yeah, no. Where were we on that before you got distracted?
I can't remember. That's the thing when you record a show, ladies and gentlemen, and ladies, and anyone else. It's as soon as you say something, sometimes you just immediately forget about it.
Right.
I think they call that in the biz podcast brain. Speaking of
Okay.
juggalos, though, what's going on with Faygo?
What do you mean?
I don't know. They got new flavors.
Not really. Like, they don't change. They're an old family company. Like,
Yeah, this is
but no,
actually not an avenue I want to go down.
I remember where I was gonna pick back up.
Right.
Like, I'll be the first to admit I'm a work rate whore. I love me a good technical, just shot for shot style match like Kenny and Okada.
Right.
But then I absolutely love shit like Orange Cassidy and Danhausen.
Yeah, so
Like,
you got the Goofy with Orange Cassidy and Danhausen. Goofy, but still good. And then you got, Kenny and Okada.
and then a good blend of the two, the fucking 2-year long now story of Hangman and his redemption.
Hangman and his merry band of misfits.
Like, seriously, it's the longest going storyline in AEW, and
God, am I here for it?
right, like, I'm so ready for Full Gear.
I'm so ready for that. That payoff is gonna feel like an orgasm.
The only thing I can't predict is if they're gonna let Hangman join Ibushi and let him kick out of the One-Winged Angel. Because if they do, oh my god, the pop.
Oh yeah.
If Hangman kicks out the One-Winged Angel, that arena will go nuclear. And it will not stop until he wins.
Right.
Like,
That that pop would kill a man.
it just might. Like, oh, I'm so ready for that match. And we got it in what, 2 weeks? It's on the 13th?
It's that soon?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. We ain't got long. That one's gonna be pretty damn soon.
Okay, what if we release this podcast on the day of Full Gear?
Yeah, we could do that.
Wait, that is our next scheduled release day.
Ha ha!
Wow, alright.
That works.
I'm just you know what, since it is today, quote unquote, let's
Yeah,
let's run down
we
the
can run down the
card.
card. What's announced so far? There may be a couple of matches we don't get to because they tend to announce a couple right before.
Right. And we still don't know the other, we don't know Danielson's opponent in the title match yet. Or the World Championship Eliminator Tournament final is what I mean.
Um,
But I have a feeling it's going to be Mox.
yeah, because it's Mox versus OC.
Yep.
Yeah, that's definitely going to end up being Mox versus Danielson, and ooh, is that going to be a nasty one?
Yeah. Because Mox has gone feral.
Yes.
I watched his match against 10.
Yeah. Oh,
Ooh.
he. Ooh, yeah.
That was intense.
All right, so yeah, we have 6 matches announced so far.
I'm going to go in reverse order, starting with number 6 on the Wikipedia list. Darby Allin
Yeah,
versus
that's what I'm looking at.
MJF.
That should be a good one.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Uh, I'm gonna say Darby wins
That's what I
because
was thinking.
Wardlow turns.
Oh, I'm so here for when Wardlow finally just kicks MJF's teeth in.
It's either Wardlow full on turns or it's
Or
his first outright
abandonment.
disobeying of MJF.
Right. God, that's going to be
Like,
so good when it happens, though.
because I don't know. I'm wondering if they're gonna have him turn here or wait until they do the diamond ring thing again
Right.
and have Wardlow like get into the finals with him and just wreck his shit. I can see either way.
Yeah, I think, yeah, I can see that too. Next, Lucha Brothers versus FTR for the AEW Tag Team title.
I'm wondering if that ends up being also for the AAA by the time we get to it.
You know, it might.
But that's going to be a good Clash of Styles match.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Because
that should
Ray
be a
Phoenix is a
damn good one.
madman.
Yeah. Yeah,
Not saying that
that's a
Penta isn't a madman, but
but Ray Phoenix is the spirit of Lucha Libre given,
human
living
form.
form.
Yeah. That man is just. If you guys have never seen Ray Phoenix in action, just a simple YouTube search. Click on literally any video.
Yeah, dude is insane for the lucha style.
absolutely nuts. And then FTR, just hard hitting brawler types.
Yeah, good old school Southern brawler style. Like they have Tully Blanchard as their manager, so think Four Horsemen style, and that's a modern version of that.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Who do you think's
and
who do you
and
think's coming away?
speaking of managers, though, can I just say how much I love Alex Abrahantes?
Oh, he's fucking great.
Like the energy he brings every freaking time is just keep it up, dude. It's awesome.
Right,
Gets
right.
me hyped.
All right. Who do you think's coming away with it though? If it ends up being AAA also by the end of it, I could definitely see FTR taking both the AEW and AAA tag titles.
Yeah, I can see it, but that has the faces losing everything unless, like the rumors are, Conan's got a longer term story plan to go with Tony Khan on it.
Mmm.
I'm not real sure which way it's gonna go
That is a
because
it is a difficult match to try and predict because both teams are just so good.
right, like I can see having the triumphant uh luchadors come back or over the gringos kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
But I can also see with how FTR is calling themselves the greatest luchadors when they don't wrestle the lucha style is a great heel tactic. So I can see him going either way with it. I don't think the story's done with this though. I have a feeling it's too short for what AEW normally does if it is.
Right. Yeah.
The
Next.
next one I really don't care about.
Yeah. I don't. But I mean, it's it's the Inner Circle versus the Men of the Year and American Top Team in a 10-man tag team Minneapolis street fight. Gotta be a fucking insane match.
It's gonna be a fun little club.
You say that again, you dropped out real quick. I'll ask Jaice, so I'll pause this real quick. Okay, we got Jaice back.
Yeah, technical difficulties. No, as I was saying, it's going to be a fun little clusterfuck match, but I can't stand Dan Lambert. I can't.
Neither can I. Like
I
I got some
guys
buddies that
brought
think he's great at what he's doing. And I'm not
they're the
denying
same people.
he's a hell of a promo, but like
They're the same people that love Cornette, and there's a reason for it.
well, I guess some of them, but I wouldn't say everybody's like that though.
Dan Lambert is literally a watered down Cornette. Like think about the content of the promo.
Oh yeah, I know.
But like him aside, I do love how into it the guys they've brought from American Top Teams seem to be.
Oh yeah, they seem to be having a
Like
blast.
Junior Dos Santos, like he's popping for the other team in the match he was in. That's how into it he was getting. And I can't not like that.
Right, right.
Like dude definitely looks like he wants to be in here for the long haul cuz he was already chirping at Roman.
Oh yeah, I saw that tweet.
So like I can tolerate Lambert if we're going to get that level of enthusiasm, you know?
Mhm.
It's still the match I probably care about the least.
Right.
And that's nothing against them. It's the one I have the least connection to.
I think the Inner Circle's going over.
Yeah, more than likely.
Next, Britt Baker DMD versus Tay Conti for the women's title.
That should be a decent match.
Yeah, they're both great.
I don't see Ty winning
Neither do I.
because I
And also, unfortunately, I don't see the match going very long.
no, probably not.
Like, they give him maybe, what, 5, 10 minutes?
It'll probably be around 10 or so.
Yeah. Which is unfortunate, but
I mean,
there's
hopefully I'm
nothing I
wrong.
can do about it.
Hopefully I'm wrong. I'd love to see him get more.
Yeah.
But Bray is perfect as champ right now, and I'm fairly sure they're building up to a couple of different people being able to come and actually take it off her.
For sure. Also, like, her match against Abaddon was great.
Yeah, it was a good little street fight
God,
because that's what it essentially ended up being.
yeah. As much as thumbtack spots physically make me cringe, I love seeing them.
Right?
And that was a good thumbtack spot.
Yeah, the super kick to the mouth.
Yeah. Uh, but yeah, Brit retains.
All right, we'll skip the next one on the list because I want to go over that one last.
Yeah, because that's
So then,
likely the main event.
right. So then that goes with Danielson versus Moxor Orange Cassidy. I like Orange Cassidy, but I definitely see Mox going over there. And with the kind of, like you said, feral way they're having Mox go,
And
and the way
Danielson's been going hard.
that is going to be a nasty, brutal fight.
And I'm here for it. That's going to be
Like,
real fun to watch.
like you've seen how much hamburger Danielson's chest has been the last few
I
matches
swear, it's in his contract. Like, I can't have a match where
without my
at
chest getting chopped to fuck.
right, I can't have a match where at the end, if it's not red, there will be consequences. You know?
Like, oh, Mox is going to beat the shit out of him,
They're
and
gonna beat the
Danielson's
shit out
going
of
to
each other.
he's going to take every bit of it and dish it right back.
Oh yeah, and you know they're both gonna go like for more of a shoot style.
Yeah, that one's going to be more of an all-out brawl. And it's going to be, can Danielson, with all his technical prowess, hem in the ferocity of Mox? And it's going to be a nice little story on that. Because Mox is like just that tenacious, does not know the meaning of quit
Right.
style, and he'll push through a submission to get you. And that's going to be the part that Danielson's going to have to deal with. And yes, I know I'm talking about it like it's a real thing, but that's half the fun of talking about it in kayfabe. So shut up, anybody that's going to be yelling
That's
about
half
that.
the fun of being a wrestling fan.
Exactly.
I'm gonna maybe not a wild guess, but I think Danielson goes over.
See, I think they might have Mox take it
Really?
because Mox is on the warpath for the title again, and him versus Hangman would be a great test to Hangman's ability to show he's not a flash in the pan.
Oh, you know what? I didn't even think about that. Absolutely.
And plus, I think it's still way too quick for Danielson to grab it. But on
True,
the
he's
same
only been
token,
with the company for a little over a month.
Mox doesn't really need the rub of being Danielson's first loss.
Right.
It's an interesting conundrum to be in. But bringing on Hangman and my prediction there, since I kind of already let it slip, Hangman versus Kenny for the title.
That's just gonna be a hell of a main event.
I'm in the glow already. Like I said earlier, it has been built up so much at this point. And I know there's a lot of people out there, it's like, well, you have to watch every, little bit of side footage to get it. Like, you don't. Literally, there is a Twitter thread out there that only goes over shit that has been on Dynamite. And it is shows it in detail, in order, every beat of the story. Just because, and this isn't a knock at WWE, it's how they do things. But just because people have been used to that style of only 4 weeks long for the pay-per-view cycle, like it's like they don't remember what long form storytelling is
Right.
in wrestling. When you only have 4 pay-per-views a year, you got to stretch out storylines. Like, yeah, you have the special dynamites, which are like basically mini pay-per-views, but those tend to be big milestones in the stories than actual blow-offs. And it's just
Right. I'm scrolling through Dark Order's Wikipedia page, and and under subgroups, the good, the bad, and the hungy.
yes. I
It's
love
Reynolds
Dark Order.
Silvern page.
Dark Order is like my fucking favorite.
They're fucking
I
great.
all
I've always liked Dark Order, honestly.
like they got off to the worst start, but
Yeah,
they've turned it around so much.
they really
The
have.
o- the only complaint I have is I want Uno to bring back the Creeper Throne.
Yes.
It's not going to happen because that's not the style of the group anymore, but I loved it.
Yeah, the apparently the last appearance of any of the creepers was August 27th, 2020, according to Wikipedia.
I also love that Angels and Preston are 5 and dime.
Yes. So here's something I didn't know. Apparently Colt Cabana's number in Dark Order is 8.
I'm actually surprised they don't have it in here on Wikipedia since it has been acknowledged. Uh, Cutler is 9.
When was Brandon Cutler?
Yeah. Remember, do you watch BTE?
Every now and again.
Did you see the one where they got kicked off and then blackmailed Cutler into getting back on?
No, I did not. Okay, I'm looking at the Wikipedia note. I clicked the little like notation number. It is unconfirmed who portrayed Nine in this first appearance on April 1st, 2020. In July 2021, Nine was revealed to have been portrayed by Brandon Cutler on August 5th, 2020.
Yeah, but that they're saying was just who portrayed him like real life. But if you actually go storyline, that's what they were blackmailing him with to get back on, is that they were going to reveal to the elite that he's part of the Dark Order.
Oh.
Because if you remember way back when they had on BTE, there was the one person in the bathroom washing the blood off their hands and then they threw away the mask. That was Cutler.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing that bit.
And in the Christmas episode, when they did the number off, it starts with Preston going 10, Cutler going 9, then Cabana going 8. And he says it real quick. And if you're not paying attention, you will miss it.
You watch
Cutler,
far more BTE than I do.
I watch every episode.
Yeah. See, the last 2 episodes I watched were Adam Cole being resurrected and Budge. And then before that, it was the Brody tribute episode.
But
So
yeah,
I don't watch a lot of BTE.
yeah, uh, Cutler is 9, whether they have it on here or not. That is confirmed. Yeah, we never got a name for the spokesman, and uh, yeah, Colt got 8. We don't have a 6 or 7 yet.
Well, maybe when Hangman officially joins, he will be number 6 because he's got a 6 shooter. 6 shooter Hangman Adam Page. How about that for a name? But anyway, back to I think we're both in agreement that Hangman's taking the title.
Oh yeah, no, it's gonna be a hell of a match. It is gonna be callback after callback. You're gonna have elite shenanigans. You're gonna have the Dark Order coming out to counter the elite. That one I think is probably going to get a good half hour, if not a little more.
Right? Yeah, that's gonna. It's gonna be nuts.
And I just, like I said, I gotta wonder if they let him kick out of the one-winged angel. I can see an argument both ways for it, like, because it would solidify Hangman's redemption, and it would be the chink in Kenny's armor to make him hesitate and let Hangman get the win.
Right.
But I can also see keeping that a thing that only Ibushi has done. And it's why Kenny's so obsessed with him.
God, I can't
They
wait. I'm gonna have to order this pay-per-view soon.
they can still like protect it like they've done like with Okada, and I think it was Pac where they have a rope break, because then you can have Kenny go the frustration route, because fuck, that was supposed to be it. He
Hmm.
makes a mistake, Hangman takes advantage and wins.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that happening too.
I also wonder if they're going to go or if they're going to at least tease the turn on Kenny.
Ooh.
Because remember, the Bucks and Adam Cole were always better friends than, in kayfabe, better friends than Kenny and the Bucks.
Oh shit! I didn't even think about that.
And remember, the rumor is KO is out when his contract is up at the beginning of the year. And him coming to AEW would be perfect for a reunion of Mount Rushmore.
Fuck.
Yeah. I don't think a full-on turn happens on Kenny at Full Gear, but I think we start getting the seeds planted because they're kind of already there. If you notice, the last couple of times, Kenny's been kind of off on his own while the Bucks went to Cole first.
Right. Right.
Yeah. I love this subtle shit.
Fuck! I love wrestling.
Right? This is the shit I'm talking about. When it's good, it is fucking good. Like, you didn't even realize some of that shit, did you?
No. No, I did not. And now I'm sitting here like, shit.
You're I know exactly how you're sitting. You're sitting there with the hands over your mouth like, "Oh my fucking god." Like the light bulb just clicked and you're making all the other connections.
It's exactly what happened, dude.
Yeah, like I'm sure there's a little bit of reading into it on my part, but like I'm not the only one. And
For sure, yeah.
if I'm not the only one reading that way into it, there's got to be some bit of intention.
Everyone, just tune into at least just tune into at least one episode of Dynamite. They're all good.
Yeah, no, they're all. I will I will fully admit to being a massive AEW fan and that I don't like WWE anymore. But like, I'm not gonna shit on anybody that does like it. Like, if that's what you want, go ahead. I don't like it. I can't stand the camera cuts. They give me a headache. Fuck you, Kevin Dunn.
Yeah, and that's
There's
the
there's no reason for that many.
I agree. And I know you went on a tangent about WWE being not your thing, but that's the great thing about wrestling nowadays. There's something for everyone.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. You have WWE, GCW, AEW,
New
uh,
Japan,
New
All
Japan, All
Japan,
Japan,
Dragon Gate.
Tokyo Joshi Pro, Stardom.
Is
Uh,
DDT still around?
DDT is still around because I just signed up for Wrestle Universe because it's free through the end of the year.
You could even go back and watch Chikara.
There's Gambari Pro, there's Noah, like there's CMLL, there's AAA, there's Rev Pro. Like there's still shit out there all across the globe. You'll find something you like, I guarantee it.
TDE Wrestling has been posting these gifts from something called Chocola Pro.
Chaka Pro,
Yeah,
that is Emi Sakura's. I think it's kind of like a school slash promotion because they do shows out of like this room in, I think, a mall, and that's why you'll see people walking by the windows out back.
Yeah, and it's just
or
like a
behind them.
5-inch mat that
Yeah,
they wrestle on.
but it is one of the most watched things on YouTube in the wrestling sphere, because like it's you can tell how earnest they are with it, and it's a lot of people learning. Oh, we got an update on Danhausen.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, Sean Ross Sapp is tweeting that it's ankle related and is a lot less serious than Mance Warner's.
From what Danhausen himself is saying in the video he posted on Twitter, it's a broken foot. So it could be up by the ankle or whatever, but yeah, that's going to be it sucks.
Yeah, I could play Danhausen audio. Danhausen's not gonna copyright strike me.
Yeah, that's fair.
Did something to his leg? It's broken it.
I haven't seen what Mance Warner's is.
Who is that? What? Fix his warhorse.
I can't.
Well,
I can't.
I love that Warhorse is the one recording the video.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Yeah, right?
Danhausen is cursed.
Yeah, real curse, buddy.
Warhorse, fix this. I can't. Well, I hope Danhausen gets well soon. Hoping for a speedy recovery. And you know what? Let's call this an episode.
Yeah, we can call it there.
We talked about pro wrestling the entire time. Whee!
Warhorse. I didn't do it.
Fucking love Warhorse.
80s metal personified.
Anyway, thank you guys so very much for listening. Gonna get in touch with us. We're on Twitter at AmbiguousPod, Facebook.com/AmbiguousPod. Find us on YouTube, Moral Ambiguity Podcast. And until then, we love you, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye.
Watch wrestling.
Yeah, watch wrestling.
Bye.